20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Fourth down for the 9. It's a pass caught near side. Mike Williams in the 5 makes another man miss. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown.
East Mississippi has done a lot. I mean, humbled me even more. And coming from a D1, big D1 program.
It's provided my love of the game again. Like my last school, I was kind of losing it because it was not my type of offense, of course. But when I came here, it's more of a high school type feel because it was the same offense I ran in high school.
I think that this year is going to be really good. I really feel like we're going to win a lot of games. I think that everyone has a lot of energy, and I think everyone has a lot of confidence in this year. So I think it's going to be really good.
I think this year is going to be very good. We have a young team, but out of the fall games we've played against some of the big D1 teams, we look really good, and I think we're going to learn from the mistakes from this fall and carry that on through practice and get ready for the spring, but I'm excited.
This season is going to be very good. Our fall games have gone very well, and we've learned a lot of things playing a lot of Division I schools.
It's going to be a fun year. I think it's going to be exciting. Of course, we're going to have some ups and downs and some adversity that's going to hit us, but this team is ready, and I think we're going to have the best season that we've ever had yet.
Hey, do you see a difference in how you practice this week after you started practicing and then how you play? We got to get after this next week, okay? Hey, look at me. Great job. Give yourself a hand. Great job, baby. Y'all did a great job. Hey, but we still got stuff to fix, right? And we're going to fix it.
It's always good to see your defense score and having fun, playing together, and everybody giving 100%. It's just great. Great job by our assistant coaches getting them guys ready to go, and it was just we had a good week of practice. Scout team guys really did a great job of preparing our defense. They gave us a better look team than Coahoma was on the field.
It felt good today to score a touchdown for my team and just contribute and be a part of the nice thing we got going here. And I think we got a long way to go, but we getting there. I can see today we bounced back a lot, you know. And the touchdown just felt good to just help the team out. I just feel good helping the team out today.
Really, honestly, we just talked about competing. All right, that's basically it. Competing on the ball, going after it, and when you get a chance to make the play, go make it. Last week we had 3 opportunities to make a play, and we let it hit the ground. And so this week was about taking advantage of those opportunities, and those guys did it. They stepped up to the plate.
Lions on 3, champs on 6. 1, 2, 3. Lions. 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
You hear it? That's opportunity knocking. East Mississippi Community College. Opportunity happens here.
My job tonight, well, I don't guess it's a job, it's an opportunity to introduce all the inductees. And I'll give you a little excerpt from their bio and let you get to know them a little bit better. This guy was a heck of a football player, and I'm excited about him having the opportunity to be inducted here tonight. His name is Jose Casanova. Jose is currently enjoying a highly successful career in commercial real estate in the Birmingham area, following a nationally recognized venture in commercial equipment sales. Jose was twice named Most Valuable Defensive Lineman in the Mississippi Junior College ranks at East Mississippi while playing for me. The 1982 NJCAA Honorable Mention All-American. Then became a 2-year starter for coaching great Frank Beamer at Murray State. This is our first 2017 Hall of Fame inductee, Jose Casanova.
It's the first thing that comes to mind. I want to thank the foundation, the former EMCC Hall of Fame members, Dr. Huebner, Coach Bradbury, and all the wonderful people that put this together. It's amazing to me to come back to Scuba and to see what kind of progress has come here. The field, the new stadium, and the atmosphere is exactly the same it was as when I left. And they didn't give us much time up here, but I want to say a couple of things about my coach Bradbury. This has to be one of the most persistent coaches in the country. Of course, I was heavily recruited out of Birmingham. I didn't know I was too short, so I was supposed to go major college football. Well, that kind of waned down, and Coach Bradbury would call every other night. And he was so polite, my mother really liked him. And as that progressed, we finally came to terms, and I agreed to come to school. And as a young man, you're wondering, well, what am I going to do for 4 years? I'm going to a junior college. So Coach Bradbury sat me down and he says, look, if you'll do what I know you can do, someone's going to sign you and you'll graduate and you're going to keep playing ball. So what I did is I did exactly what he told me to do. And I was very blessed. I always say God puts people in your path that really help you and mold you into what you are or what you're going to be. And this gentleman here was a second father to me. So I'm really, really appreciative. My family loves him. So to my mother, my family, and my dad's watching, I thank you. And Scuba, it'll always be one of the best decisions I ever made. Thank you.
Our next inductee, Mr. Raymond Cumberland. He was reared in the Coahoma community of Preston. Raymond Cumberland excelled in both academics and athletics at Prince Chapel School and then Linville High School, before playing point guard on Coach Keys Curry's basketball team at East Mississippi Junior College. With a lifelong interest in business and a math education degree from Mississippi State, he became the owner of Cumberland General Stores in both Linville and Preston communities. Having also taught and coached at the junior high school levels during his career, Cumberland later spent 21 years as a fireman at the Naval Air Station in Meridian before retiring in 1998. He continues to reside on the family homestead in the Linville community, where he works as a beef cattle and timber farmer. Our next inductee for 2017, Mr. Raymond Cumberland.
I'm really thankful and humbled to receive such a prestigious award. And I would like to thank whoever nominated me. I'd like to thank the people that voted for me. I would like to say that the 2 years I spent here was two of the most memorable, or probably the most memorable part of my life.
Our next inductee, Ms. Ruth Johnson Etheridge. She's born in Lauderdale County and currently resides in Collinsville. Ruth Etheridge spent 36 years making a difference in the lives of thousands of students as an influential English teacher in Louisiana as well as the Magnolia State. Following her graduation from Center Hill High School in 1949, she attended East Mississippi Junior College on a basketball scholarship where she played 2 seasons, in addition to working in the school cafeteria, serving as editor of the school's student newspaper, and being an active member of the BSU, among other activities. I also read that, as you'll see in her complete bio, she was a homecoming queen. Having earned her bachelor's degree in business and a master's in English from Southern Miss, Etheridge followed 15 years of teaching in Mississippi with a 20-year stint as an English instructor at East Jefferson High School in Metairie, Louisiana, before retiring in 1989. Our next inductee, Ruth Johnson Etheridge.
I surely didn't want to miss this opportunity. I contend that I love East Mississippi and scuba better than any other person who ever came to school here. And I just can't imagine that somebody would like it, love it, and remember and cherish it more than so many good friends and good help and good times. At one time, we had a girls' basketball team and a boys' basketball team, and we went and played all of the other junior colleges in Mississippi. And so it would always be on the weekends. So Friday, when school was out, we reported to the bus and we drove to Jones County or wherever we were going, and they would have a meal for us. But of course, it was fun just going as boys and girls remember. So it was just really fun riding and talking and joking and having lots of fun. But we got to the school and they fed us a meal, and they were to follow the instructions so it'd be good nutrition. So every school, the kids, we said, they had tea, taters, and tough meat. And you could just bank on that's what they would have. But it was good for us, and we had a good time. And then we spent the night there if they were far away, like up in the corners of the state and everywhere. And of course, that was fun too. Sometimes we were just on the floor, and they gave you a blanket for your to lie on, and then something to cover up with. And the girls in this building and boys in that building, that type thing. And then in the next day, we would go to the other schools, go through that same thing. Now, I hope I have been able to make it sound like fun, because we had a wonderful time. We'd decide to sing a little bit, and then we'd tease a little bit. And this girl would go sit with that boy, and then, all that. It was fun. You should have been there.
Our next inductee is not here tonight. He's actually coaching at Bastrop High School, and he had to be away. He'll be here for the game tomorrow for the festivities at halftime. Still going to tell you a little bit about him, and it's a name that will ring a bell with a lot of you here. Randall Mackey. Randall was recruited to EMCC out of Bastrop High School after being displaced by Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Randall helped lead Coach Buddy Stevens' EMCC Lions to a 19-3 composite record as a 2-time NJCA All-American quarterback. After leading Bastrop High to 3 straight state championships, Mackey capped his EMCC career by quarterbacking the 2009 Lions to their first ever MACJC state title. He threw for 5,940 career yards and 56 touchdowns while adding 1,065 career rushing yards and 9 scores. The next inductee, Knoxville County native Jay Miller. Jay played and coached football at EMCC before moving on to make his mark among the coaching ranks of the MACJC. Jay played at EMCC for Coach A.J. Kilpatrick and helped lead the Lions to a 2-year mark of 16-4. Graduate of Mississippi State, Miller began his 26-year coaching career within Mississippi's community college system with a 2-year stint as EMCC's defensive coordinator. After helping guide Mississippi Delta Community College to a pair of state runner-up finishes, that was 89 and 91, as an assistant coach, he directed Coahoma Community College to back-to-back MACJC North Division titles as the Indians' head coach. Miller then returned to Mississippi Delta in 2003 for a final stint as the Tigers' head coach before retiring in 2012. Our inductee, Jay Miller.
But I do wish to thank everyone that had anything to do with East Mississippi Junior College, which is what I remember it as. And if I owe, as a grown man who's been around a little while, I owe everything to this institution. My daddy was a mechanic. I'm the oldest of 7. And mechanics didn't make as much money back in those days as they might do today. And it wasn't much way I'd ever get to go to college, except for the generosity of East Mississippi Junior College and Coach Sullivan and Coach Kilpatrick. My football that East Mississippi was kind enough to give me a chance to play has been made me a good living, and I have traveled all over the country and met a lot of people and had a really good, successful life because of it. And on the women deal, one of them played in the band. She was kind of cute, and anyway, I married that girl. And she is the love of my life, and we will celebrate our 45th wedding anniversary. We got 3 wonderful children, 9 grandchildren, and none of it would have happened without East Mississippi.
Our next inductee, you've already met, Marcus Wood. Former EMCC standout player and assistant coach Marcus Wood has made the successful transition from the football sidelines to the administrative ranks at East Mississippi Community College. Having served on Buddy Stevens' EMCC coaching staff for the past 9 years, Wood now oversees the college's fundraising efforts as the executive director of college advancement. Prior to his recent career move, the Starkville native helped guide the Lions to 3 national championships, 5 state titles, and 8 division crowns. A 20-year coaching veteran of Magnolia State Gridirons with prep coaching stints at Gulfport, Columbia, Philadelphia, and Meridian. At EMCC, Wood played for and coached under Hall of Fame football coach Tom Good at EMCC. Our next inductee is Marcus Wood.
I can't thank the people enough that made this possible tonight. I can't say enough good things about the town of Scooba. I have 3 sons, and as a single dad, I can't count the number of Scooba folks that have helped me raise them. So the blessings that I've had a chance to really be a part of in the time that I've been here, can't even count them. Can't go back from when Coach Good brought me here to having a chance to come back and coaching over these last few years when Buddy called me and offered me a job. And now, I think when Nick left out, he told me I would be fine in administration as long as I did what Gina told me to do. So I'm trying to do that now. So anyway, can't thank you enough. Can't say enough good. I'm so pleased that my mom's able to be here and one of my brothers was able to be here. Two of my sons, my other one's playing ball tonight. Two of my brothers couldn't make it. They had their children playing, but two of my nephews were able to come in place of them. And then my old roommate, when I was here, Archer Salas, who's our chief of police, he's here as well. So can't say enough good about all the people that have been supportive. Can't thank you enough for this opportunity, and what a great blessing. So again, thank you for this opportunity, this chance to be part of this elite group.
I really appreciate that you all are here, that you all are excellent. Because of that, we get to honor you tonight. Thank you all for being here, for providing the support and the encouragement and love and the pushing sometimes that you have to give for people to be successful. Thank you for honoring East Mississippi Community College with your presence tonight and for allowing us to be what we are and to create opportunities for students. Thank you.
You hear it? That's opportunity knocking. East Mississippi Community College. Opportunity happens here.
So 3rd down and 7 from their own 9. Ball right hash. Lindsey Scott back to pass. Pocket collapses. Flushed out of the pocket to the right. Running, cutting up the numbers, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Full on his feet across the 20 and up near the 25-yard line. Great run by Lindsey Scott Jr. Lindsey Scott raises his right leg. Hands it off to Tyrell Price. Has room up the middle. It's a first down and more. Breaking free, and he gets inside the 40 down to about the 35 of the Eagles. And Scott takes the snap from the 8, goes around the right side, gets inside the 5, stays on his feet to the goal line. Touchdown. Lindsey Scott Jr. with a great drive and doing it mostly with his legs on this drive, Glenn.
Yeah, Lindsey Scott Jr. just going on the right side, student body to the right. That's what they ran. Everybody zones to the right and reaches to the right, and he's able to get to that outside edge, makes a man miss. H-back
lined up behind the right. Here's the snap in the shotgun. The quarterback, and they pitch it near side to Scott, and he's going to be tackled for a loss inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. First down and goal to go for EMCC, trailing by 6. They snap it from the 9. They leave it on the ground and go into the end zone. Into the end zone, Tyrell Price, touchdown. As he came around the right side, he just bowled his way as EMCC now is going to tie this one up at 13 apiece. Twin receivers either side. A snap from the 46, and he's flushed out of the pocket, has to step up. He's going to be hit, and he's going to be tackled back at the 45-yard line. Snap to Scott, looking left, tunnel screen left, caught. EMCC inside the 5 and going towards the goal line, and in, touchdown, EMCC. And I think that's Drummond. Ontario Drummond is going to make the touchdown reception, the 6'2" freshman from Laurel High School. Here's the snapback and the kick. It's a high spiral kick, beautiful kick. Merritt backs up, angles near side, takes it on the run. Now spins around backwards, tries to reverse his field, and has some blocks. He's going to get the sideline down the far side. He may go inside the 40, inside the 35, inside the 30, inside the 25, inside the 20, and he's going to dive down to the 15-yard line. Kurt Merritt with a huge punt return there, and EMCC is sitting pretty now. From the 1, the snap, they leave it with Price, cuts downfield, he's going to turn his legs, get into the end zone, touchdown! And EMCC will stretch their lead out even more. EMCC was up by 8. Now the score is 27-13 pending the PAT. Connor races his right leg, takes the snap, has pressure coming from the backside. He gets rid of it, caught by Drummond, 20-yard line. Still on his feet at the 15. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Wood will snap it. Boykin will hold it. Here's the snap back, the hold. Crabtree's kick is high, end over end, and it is good. It splits the uprights with 4:01 to go third quarter, and it's 30-20. EMCC on top of Hinds. Back deep to receive is Rogers and Merritt. Merritt near side, Rogers far side. Going to angle closer to Merritt. He's going to take it into the end zone, and he's going to bring it out. He's middle of the end zone, now to the 5-yard line. Angles right, 10, 15, 20. Merritt's trying to get to the far sideline. He's a track star. He is in Hinds territory, still on his feet, 40, 35, and he goes out of bounds somewhere in the neighborhood of the 35-yard line. Ball placed middle of the field, the Twins either side. I believe, but Tyrell Price goes off tackle right side and evades one tackle, another tackle. He's on his way to the end zone. 5, touchdown! Yes, touchdown, EMCC. Oh my gosh, a 24-yard touchdown run by Tyrell Price. 177-pound freshman from Kemper, Mississippi. Great pocket, but now it collapses. He's going to be hit and sacked from behind at the 47-yard line. Eric Kitchen gets in there. Yeah, Connor in the shotgun. He'll snap it to Connor. He'll leave it on the ground with Mark. Go straight at the middle. It's into the end zone. Touchdown, EMCC. An up-the-gut run. And he gets in from 2 yards out, and EMCC has stretched it to a 9-point game pending the PAT with 11:42 to go in the game. Pump fake on the screen pass left side. They fired on a fade pattern down the sideline. Has a man open. Caught. Touchdown, EMCC. Dontario Drummond. And he scores it from 38 yards out with 5:09 to go. And that's going to be a huge deficit now for Hinds because it's going to be a 51-41 game after this PAT is successfully made. And that's going to do it. 20 seconds remain, and EMCC is going to celebrate and finish the season with a record of 8-1 as they head to the playoffs next week. Final score 51-41, number 5 EMCC with a win over number 7 Hinds. Join us next week as EMCC takes on Jones on the road in Ellisville.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.